The next project makes me a little bit sad. I put in this tiny compost toilet, and this is the first miniature room that I finished here. But I made some mistakes and I need to redo it. I'm going to tear out the plasterboard and put in something new. This is what I built originally. I fixed a big leak in this area, built the walls, put in plasterboard, made my first little MDF unit, and painted everything green. But this is the issue. During winter, all the condensation from my cooking ends up in this room, as it's the coldest and causes surface mold. I have to say that this winter it wasn't that bad. I think because I've been able to heat the house a lot more, but I still want to fix it. Another problem is that I actually put in plastic behind the walls, and I didn't realize that this is a house that is breathable and should not have any plastic whatsoever. Luckily, I didn't put in plastic everywhere. I have it in a few spots, but this is one of them. And I reckon taking out the plastic behind the plasterboard is going to help with the issues. And I feel sad because it's such a cute little room. I feel emotionally attached. I remember sitting outside in the garden and trying to make this lampshade. Most of the issues are in the back here. Because of the moisture, the tape is also coming loose. I put some pictures up on the wall, but they all fell down. I boarded up the shutters last year because this mouse was just eating the timber. So I want to take this out. Mouse eating these shutters is just wild. Can you believe what they did here? Oh my goodness. What I would love to do is take out these. I think this will be a good location to try and make my own window for the first time. But for now, I'm going to leave this here and just focus on the inside. I do love this little thing. I'm going to take it out and paint it, put it back in. But the good thing is that I don't like using glue because I know that I might have to redo things. And that's going to help me a lot now because I can just do this. Oh, my architrave is in the way. Okay, maybe I can't do this. I put in this architrave after I put in this. Let's take this toilet out of the way first and clean it. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. I did a tiny bit of damage, but not too much. So I'll be able to fix this up, paint this a different colour, and reuse it. I'm taking out the floor for two reasons. One, because I'd like to change the layers underneath here, but also because the plaster screws are behind the timber floor. First piece, I guess this is officially happening. say, even though it's quite exciting to start fresh, I'm also terrified of finding out what's happening inside these walls. Okay, so it's not too bad. I only put plastic on this wall where I put extra insulation in, and I don't have it on this back wall. And the back of this plasterboard actually looks okay, but I can tell from the plasterboard that was down here. You can see in the back of the plaster that it doesn't look very good, so I'm very happy to take this out. I definitely have mice in my walls, but I know that because I can hear them. But yeah, okay, this is feeling good. Oh, I'm already almost done. This is crazy. So this is the section that had the most surface mold issues. You can see it here. This was sitting on top of the plastic in the corner, but you can see the back side. So I'm happy to be replacing this. The rest actually looks okay, so that's good. Maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but you know, this still should be replaced. So even though I feel a little bit sad about undoing work that I've done years ago, I'm also kind of excited about like remaking this little room and hopefully making it better than it was. So yeah, I'm enjoying this project more than I thought I would. Okay, I took out all of the plasterboard. Everything is, oh, not quite ready to go. I've got a bunch of screws that I can take out, so I need to get those out. And then the next step. Plastic. It's raining just the tiniest bit, so I don't really have a good place to do this, but I am going to do some painting. I was thinking about doing a terracotta, and I might still, but I was thinking of first trying the green that I use outside, because I have this colour and I have been thinking about using it inside as well, so I'm going to try it. And I think it might actually look really nice with the light timber. I put the green painted joinery pieces on the floor here to dry overnight. The lighting in this house is so crazy. In certain light, this green looks exactly the same as the sagey green that I painted this unit, even though it's nothing alike. Everything in this house, especially in this back room, the greens that I've used, they all look grey. Whereas outside they look much nicer, which is why I wanted to actually use more of a terracotta, a warm colour. Yeah, it's just crazy how the surroundings influence the colour. But yeah, I'm going to stick with this green for now, and then I always have the opportunity to paint it something else later on. So I'm quite curious what it's going to look like. Initially I was going to work on this door first, but I need to take it out for at least a couple of days. I figured that perhaps I should actually put in this back wall first, so that the mice that use my walls as trade routes are not able to come into my house. So I'm going to do that first. Let's start by ripping out this plastic. So difficult to get anything in and out of this attic. This stairs, all of the angles when you get up to the top, does not allow you to easily put in materials. This length is about the maximum I can get in here. Constantly hitting things as I'm trying to maneuver things in and out, which is why this is a very bad spot for storage. Let's hope I calculated this right. I am going for a little walk. I am so excited. It is such a nice day. There's no snow anymore. I can walk on the roads, and I found myself a little sort of circular route that I can do here. Oh my goodness, there's a little bunny. It's maybe about 17 kilometers. I figured it would be a fun day out after winter, after the snow is gone and the temperatures are warming up. Feels nice. I've been looking forward to this. I'm not walking anywhere special, I'm just on the road, but the roads are very quiet, so I think it'll be fun. I've got some drinks, I've got a couple of peanut butter sandwiches and a Nature Valley bar still left over from the Arizona trail. So I think I'll be good. It'll be a nice little day. There are definitely some muddy bits here. The ground is still very soft from all of the frost. Plus they've done some logging here, so I'm hungry already. Hey, my first peanut butter sandwich. Still a bit frozen in the middle. I'm following a tiny yellow butterfly. They seem to all have just come out. They're fluttering around. Oh, look at that! It's so sweet! Got some tea as well. I have to do some creative walking down here. I'm going from one path across the road to another path. I unexpectedly found myself on a very sweet walking path. Not for long, but it's nice. I'm a few kilometers from home now. I am starting to feel my legs, but that's a good sign because it means I've done something. I should do this more often. It's so nice to get away. I have a few cycling trips that I really want to do as well. But yeah, let's see how this summer pans out. Today is cold and rainy. I woke up this morning, first thing I did was take all of this timber inside. I had it underneath the front porch at the front of the house, so it was mostly covered, but it was raining quite a bit, so I figured let's take it inside just in case. Unfortunately, I was going to do lots of things outside and it raining is causing some issues, so hopefully it clears up a little bit now and again, and then I'll just have to adjust the things I'm going to do. I definitely won't be working on this door, which was my plan. I'm going to try and continue the walls. Alright, here we go. I'm at that corner where I need to cut the timber. I need to figure out where I can do this. This is definitely too wet right now. Please stop. I have a moment without rain, so I'm going to take the opportunity and do some quick jigsawing. No! Okay, it looks like I'm sacrificing a piece of timber there. Goodness. That was wild. That stopped and started within 5 minutes. Okay. That was pretty wild. Let's try again. I have to finish this cut so I can continue. I can hear trees snapping in the forest. The wind is crazy. So much wind, rain, everything at once. Anyways, I managed to just cut that one board. I redid the insulation on the side, so now it looks nice and clean. I think I may have actually closed a hole to the underneath the house. Was that lightning? I think I may have actually closed up a hole to like underneath the house. So that may keep mice from coming in here, don't know. But yeah, I guess I can continue a tiny bit again. I'm going to close this door because this weather is slightly terrifying. Let's see if this one actually fits. I haven't tried it yet. Would be unfortunate if it didn't. Okay, I need to make a slight adjustment. Well, I can do that by hand. Guess what? Outside, it's sunny again. Yeah, happy days. I'm starting to feel so itchy in these clothes. I cannot wait to get out of them and wash them, take a shower. Before it gets dark, I really want to paint the ceiling. I had the entire interior, including the ceiling, a dark green. So I'm getting rid of the green and I'm replacing it with my new paints, which happens to also be a green. I am sleepy. It's after 6 on a Sunday and I need to do a fair amount more painting. Painting complicates things because it needs several days to dry and it needs several layers, so I sort of have to keep on going. Oh. Luckily the weather today is a bit less crazy than it was yesterday. It's still very windy, but not wild. Today's the day I'm going to fix this door. I need to take it out and fix some mistakes and paint the inside. This door is quite heavy. Oh, it's fine. Do I take them all out? Okay. I need to get this outside. Plus I can hold on to this door handle, so it's easier to carry. When I first started working on this door, I made this really silly mistake. I knew that when you make a door, you tend to put in these diagonal pieces so the door doesn't sag. But when I was thinking about the way I made my own door, I thought, because I'm using these individual planks, it doesn't apply. I thought that I would need the diagonals if I was working with a solid piece. And when I finished this door, I realized, like, obviously it's the exact opposite. It was such a complete brain fart moment. So ever since I put this in, I've known that I might need to take it out, and it did start sagging. So I'm going to take out all of these planks, I'm going to glue them together, and I'm going to put in diagonals, and then hopefully it is good. Okay, interesting. I really thought that was going to be more difficult. But I do need to figure out the rest. Because I was going to take off these planks as well and glue those. Which means that I should just take everything apart. This door is something. So this is the framework. I mostly took it apart and then sort of rebuilt it slightly stronger, changed a few bits, and I was trying to get it square outside so I can put in these diagonals, but I couldn't for the life of me. So I decided to take it inside and do it here. I wedged this in place. So it's inside the rectangle that it needs to go in. So what I do is take this thing and I can note how I need to cut it. I'm hoping it's worth the effort. I'm hoping that what I'm doing now is actually going to make sure that this door doesn't sag. So this should be the second one. This very nicely fits in this door opening. I'm going to start by fixing and gluing the front panels, and when I've painted the inside panels I can fix those and glue them at the same time. took out all of these crazy layers of floor and I'm going to replace that with just one layer of this, which actually matches the thickness of the little cellar door better. Not sure what to cut this with. This floor is much nicer. This fits actually better than I did before. I'm going to make a little shelf, something cheap and cheerful. I'm going through my leftovers from other projects, just to see what I can use. I got myself a little scapwood shelf. Putting this door back in is a little bit trickier than digging it out. Okay, let's hope this door closes. Sort of. These panels have been lying outside for the past 2 days drying. I didn't have anywhere really to put them inside, so they've just been here overnight, but I think they froze one night, but it looks fine. So before I close this off, this would be a good time to put my door handle on. So I got this one to match the drawer pulls in the kitchen. However, now that I look at it in situ, it looks too much like a drawer pull. But I actually got a second option, which I do really like, and that is this one. I actually think that looks perfect, so I'm going to put this up here. Yeah. I'm jumping from one thing to the next, but I had to glue something here before I put in a handle. So before finishing this door, I'm going to jump back to putting this joinery unit back in. Okay, let's try and puzzle this back together. Let's hope I can wedge this back inside here. Well, here you go. The benefits of not gluing anything together. This is quite cute. It's a cute colour. I've always wanted to put a shelf up here for toilet paper, but I haven't because of the moisture issues, so hopefully I can keep it here this time. So far I always just throw the toilet paper bags on the floor, which isn't very nice, so I like having this here now. This is such a horrible catch, but it does a job for now. And right now, my door is straight. So this space is coming along quite well, but it's not quite finished yet. I was planning on going to the shops today and picking up trim, installing the trim. I have a new wall light that is waiting on one of those lockers for me in town right now, but honestly I'm just really exhausted. I am so tired from all of the days working on this, and I think I'm going to stop here for now, and then next week I'll go and pick up trim because I would rather spend a little bit more time getting the right ones. I'm looking at different profiles. I have some leftovers, different square sections, quarter round pieces, you know, bigger and smaller options to use all over this place. I like the idea of potentially mixing two together, say around the windows. So I want to take my time and pick up the right ones. And I'll also need to do a little bit more staining and painting. I'm also desperate to get out of these clothes and take a shower and never wear this again. But so far I am very happy. It's such a different space. I loved having the tiny dark room because it was so cozy, but I also really like this. Yeah, hopefully it will function a bit better as well. But yeah, this is very close to being finished. Slowly getting there.